Hi, my name is Jessica and I'm going to be doing an appendicular skeleton bone video. So if you look here at our skeleton, first I'm going to show you the pectoral girdle. And I'm going to start with the clavicle, which is right here. The acromial end is here, near the acromion, and then the sternal end is here, near the sternum. Next we're going to go to the scapula. Now I'm going to start with the coracoid process. The coracoid process is right here. Next, the subscapular fossa. The subscapular fossa is right here. Okay. Next, the glenoid cavity. The glenoid cavity is right here. Right here, in here. Okay, next we are going to the spine. So I'm going to turn him around. The spine is right here. And then the acromion is right here. Then the supraspinous fossa, which is right here. Infraspinous fossa is here. Then the sternoclavicular joint is right here. Right here. Okay, then we have the acromioclavicular joint, which is right here. Right here. Next we're going to the arm. And so we're going to start with the humerus, which is here. And then the head of the humerus, which is here. Then the greater tubercle, which is right here. And the lesser tubercle, which is right here. This point right here. Okay. Then we're going to the deltoid tuberosity. So the deltoid tuberosity is right here. And then the medial epicondyle, which is right here. Right here. And then the lateral epicondyle, which is right here. And then we are going to the coronoid fossa, what goes in here, and the ulna. It allows the corresponding process of the ulna to move freely. And we are going to find that right here. Right here. Next we're going to capitulum. The capitulum articulates with the head of the radius. So the capitulum is right here. Next we are going to the trochlea. The trochlea articulates with the trochlear notch of the ulna. And the trochlea is right here. Next we have the olecranon fossa. What goes in here? The humerus. The olecranon fossa receives the olecranon process of the ulna when the elbow is flexed. We're going to start with the ulna, which is right here. Put it down a little bit. The ulna is right here. Then we're going to go to the olecranon. The olecranon is right here. Next we're going to go to the coronoid process. The coronoid process is right here. Next we're going to go to the styloid process. This is the styloid process right here. right here. It's called the ulnar styloid process. And it's right here. Next, we're going to go to the radius. The radius is here. Then the head, which is here. Right here. Next is the radial tuberosity. The radial tuberosity is going to be right here. Right here. Next is the styloid process, and it's right here. And this is the radial styloid process. So that you will see right here, right here, right here. Okay, now we're going on to the carpus, and that is the wrist. It's made up of 8 bones. We're going to start from the proximal row. We're going to go lateral to medial. We're going to start with the scaphoid. Then we're going to go to the lunate. Then we're going to go to the triquetral. Then we're going to go to the pisiform. Next, we're going to the distal row, down here underneath, and we're going lateral to medial. We're going to start with the trapezium, then the trapezoid, then the capitate, then the hamate. Which bones form the wrist joint with what forearm bone? The scaphoid, the lunate carpals joined by the radius. And then which bone forms a joint with the pollex? The trapezium forms a joint with the pollex, which is the thumb. So then we're going to point out the metacarpals, which are here, and then the phalanges, which are the fingers. So metacarpals, phalanges. Now I'm going to do the pelvic girdle, and we're going to start, these are the coxal bones. They include the ilium, ischium, pubis, and they are fused during development of the skeleton together to form the coxal bone. So here is the ilium, here is the ischium, and here is the pubis. Okay, we're going to start with the acetabolum, which is right here, and then the pubis symphysis is right here, and the obturator foramen is this right here, this hole right here, and then the iliac crest. The iliac crest is right here. This is the iliac crest. Then the anterior superior iliac spine is right here. Right here. Right here. And then the iliac fossa is here. And then the greater sciatic notch, to turn him around, and that is right here. And then the ischial spine is right here. And then the ischial tuberosity is right here. Okay, so now we're going on to the femur, which is here. And we're going to start with the head of the femur. So I'm going to turn him around so we can see the head a little bit better. So the head is right here. This is the head of the femur right here. Next we have the greater trochanter, which is right here. And the lesser trochanter, which is here. So the greater trochanter, lesser trochanter. Next we have the adductor tubercles. And these are down here, right here, and right here. And then we have the medial epicondyle, which is here and here. And then we have lateral epicondyle, which is here and here. And then we have medial and lateral condyles. So the medial condyle is here, and the lateral condyle is here. So the medial condyle is here and the lateral condyle is here. Next we have the patella. The patella is the kneecap. So right here. Okay, now we're going to go on to the tibia. So let's move on. Okay. And we are going to start with the medial and lateral condyles. So the medial and lateral condyles are here. Right here. Right here. This is the medial condyle. And then the lateral condyle is right here. That's the lateral condyle. Then the tibial tuberosity is right here. Right here. And then the medial malleus is right here, way down here. Let's see, right here. This is the medial malleus. And then the proximal and distal tibiofibular joints. So we have the proximal tibiofibular joint, which is right here, and then the distal tibiofibular joint is going to be down here, right here. Okay, now we're going to do the fibula. So this is the head of the fibula. This is the lateral malleolus. And then we're going to go on to the tarsus and the talus, which is here, and it articulates with the tibia. Okay, then the calcaneus, which is the heel right here. And then we're going to go to the cuboid. The cuboid is right here. And then the navicular is right here. And then the medial and the intermediate and the lateral cuneiform bones. And then this is the metatarsus and the phalanges and the hallux, which is the big toe.